Getting started with Griptape is quick and easy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the Griptape Nodes desktop app and get started. I'm using Windows 11, but the process is similar for macOS and Linux. I'll show you where the install does differ slightly between them. Start by heading to griptapenodes.com and clicking on Download. Scroll down and you'll see the installer downloads for each OS. So I'm going to click on Windows and that will start my download. On Mac and Linux, you have the download options depending on your machine's processor, so you can choose whichever one you need. Once that's done, you can double-click to install Griptape to your machine. This is usually pretty quick, and you'll just get this Installing Griptape Nodes window appear to show you the progress. On macOS, you'll need to drag the Griptape icon into the Applications folder, and then you can launch it from there. And on Linux, you'll need to make sure the downloaded file is executable so it has permission to run, either through using the terminal or by right-clicking the app image file and going to Properties, Permissions, and ticking Allow Executing File as Program. You can then run the file, and the following steps are the same for all operating systems. Once it's finished installing, Griptape will launch automatically, and you'll need to log in or create an account to continue. So click on Login or Sign Up, and that will open a page in your browser where you can either log in with your email and password or through Google or GitHub. If you don't have an account already, you can create one from here as well. Either way, you do need an account to generate an API key, which is needed to continue with the setup. Once you're signed in, you'll need to set up your workspace by adding a path to the directory where you want your Griptape workflows to be saved. I've set up a folder here already, so I'm just going to browse to that location, and then I'll click Complete Setup. Now that the setup is complete, we're taken to the dashboard and you can see that the engine is starting. And this will just take a few seconds to get up and running. This is a local engine that's running on my machine that the node editor needs to connect to. So the Griptape desktop app automatically includes a local engine that runs in the background by default. You can have a remote engine running elsewhere, but this setup is perfect for getting started. So once the engine is running, you can click on Launch Editor, or you can use the tab at the top to jump into the node editor as well. And then we can click Start Session for the engine that was just started. Now everything is installed and set up, and we can jump in and start building some workflows. You can choose a workflow from the examples that are shipped with the application. These are a really good way to get familiar with the workflow setups and get an idea of the different tasks that Griptape can help with. You can also create a new workflow and start building from scratch. Now we're in the node editing space. You can find all the nodes from the Griptape node libraries in the left sidebar. They're all organized nicely so you can go through and find what you're looking for. You can also search for specific nodes, and then it's very easy to click and drag them over to the grid space to add them into your workflow. Griptape has an API proxy system, which means you can experiment with various AI models without needing to sign up for multiple third-party services like OpenAI, Anthropic, or Google. So if you use a node that relies on an external model, like Google's Nano Banana, then Griptape supplies the appropriate third-party API key on your behalf. Some of those nodes will require credits to run, which you can add by clicking on the usage credit in the bottom left. From here, you can choose the amount that you want to purchase, and this will then be loaded into your account and used for running nodes that incur a cost. You can see the cost of using different models in the Pricing tab, so you can get an idea of how much a node would cost to run. And you can also keep track of your usage so you can see exactly how much each process has cost. As well as using credits, you can also add your own API keys for models that you use or for specific external libraries that you want to add. The nodes for any additional libraries that you add will appear in this left sidebar too. You can check out our video on how to manage and install additional node libraries to get more information on that. Because Griptape provides a model-agnostic, privacy-first system that's highly extensible, It means there's a lot of options for customizing your workflows, such as integrating custom models from Hugging Face, applying LoRa's for ensuring consistency, or connecting internal models through custom Python nodes. You can also run open source models like Llama or Flux directly on your local machine. This supports air-gapped studio environments, ensuring that any prompts or sensitive information or IP never leave your local network, providing a totally secure environment for studios that require complete control over their data and workflows. If you have any issues with your install or have any other questions, then please don't hesitate to reach out to us via Discord. You can join the channel using the link in the description, and the team will help you troubleshoot any problems. I'll be covering the basics of the UI and building workflows in a following video as well, so stay tuned to learn more.